Hello everybody, I'm Aira, you are the audience. Welcome back. Welcome back to more Dochi, the Club of Literature. Last time we started the Sayori route, or at least it seems that's the case. Anyway, but also, my friends gave me this super dumb but I guess interesting recommendation to actually make the poems that you saw. So last episode, I went back and looked over it, and I wrote down all the words that I used in that poem, and I tried to make something out of them. I'm not good at writing poems, because I've never really ever written one, and I'm not sure if there's some sort of format I was meant to follow, but I just wrote shit, and I didn't do it in order that I picked the words. I just used the words somewhere. Ended up being a rather depressing one, simply because I did pick suicide at one point. And then because I had to pick suicide, which has a finality to it, but so it has to go at the end, really. But I picked all these happy emotions for it, so it starts off happy and then goes sad. But whatever, I wrote it in 10 minutes, maybe not even. We'll just quickly read that before we get into the episode, and then hopefully we'll write another one in this episode, and then I can, present it at the start of next episode. So, a warm summer's day. Bouncing skirts flutter around as girls walk with friends. Pink ribbons abound. What joy it brings to see such cute girls. Yet also sadness, a deep depression that makes me hurt. These girls are unobtainable. No excitement nor romance will come for me. Happy thoughts become an afterimage, my emotions reaching climax. No party, no chocolate, nor even anime able to console the pain. An endless ride of emotions, I feel the vertigo kicking in. Final step, suicide. So yeah, I just wrote that in 10 minutes, not even. And they're going to continue to be written somewhat on the fly like that. I'm not going to put too much forward into them. I think it's good if I just write whatever comes to mind, and then that becomes a dumb poem at the start. Let's get into the actual reading the visual novel part of this show. Hang on. Shit. Technical difficulties. Are you kidding me right now? 3 minutes in. Let's go. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Baka. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? Oh, here we go, boys. Shit, I did that. I did my stupid laugh into the mic again. I need to stop doing that because I don't have a pop filter. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near adjust. Oh, here we go, boys. Here we go. We're in. Does this thing even fit you, probably? It did when I bought it. Ooh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Yes, it does. Can I, there's no hide this. Usually, visual novels have a thing where you can hide the text box at any moment, but especially during CGs. Weird that it doesn't seem to be there. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that. It's so stuffy. Ugh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Yeah, look, we're totally on the Sayori rack. I think it's basically confirmed at this point. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell you sometimes. I know people like that. It's like impossible to tell if they're joking or not. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, I should have waited. And read it now. God damn it. Aira, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Shoto first. Sayori, of course, because that's the route we're on. I'm definitely most comfortable saying it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Here we go. Hey, new music. Thank God. This has been the same thing for so long. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Aira. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. God damn it. I refuse to act like I am now just insulting the only thing I might be good at in the world. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like, either. That's kind of cute. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Aira poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. So he hugs the sheet against her chest. So weird, sorry. What? That was nice. That was a nice thing she said. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Aira, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that's just part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Something tells me we're not gonna have fun in this club. Now, you read my poem too, right? And don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I do actually get to read it. Wow, nice. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Of course. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Well, to be fair, I wrote the poem right before I started recording. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, how should I put it? It sounded just like you. It actually was pretty nice. I think it's better than mine. Mine was utter garbage. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. That's true. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, okay. Show them to everyone. I thought I was picking, so I thought it was like a choice, not a kind of show it to everyone situation. Oh. Sayori's was cute. It was nice. I actually really liked that. Now let's do Natsuki. She probably wrote some really cutesy dumb shit. Well, that's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. What? It ends with suicide. Yeah, it's just not cute enough. She probably liked the start. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Oh my god. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. What? It's just eagles can fly again. People can try, but that's about it. Damn. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Ooh, I don't know if I can speak for my visual novel counterpart here. I don't know if I liked that. It's dumb, and I like that it's dumb, but I don't think I actually like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. I will admit, the ending does hit pretty hard. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Oh, I get it now! I see what she was trying to say. It's just, oh my god, all the great things animals can do, and then people can try. That's it. Okay, Natsuki's is actually the best one so far. But then I was thinking about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. Alright, I don't know if. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor her with that last one. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from. That's me too. I don't like the whole, like if someone's like older than you and they're like, that makes me better than you. It's like, fuck off. No, it doesn't. Alright, on to Yuri. Hey Yuri, still not a fan of you. Yuri stares at the poem. Minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry, I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, it is, actually. Also in real life. What do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. You buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. Um, it's just that there are specific writing habits that usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Get lost. There might actually be a few new writer traps in there, but I don't think any that are too bad. Because I'm out of the new writer trap phase. There's maybe one instance where that happened, but that's because I had to fit those words in somehow. They try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expansiveness are weakened. Sayori finds her trains of thought as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Oh well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing for herself to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't that supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god, I can't read cursive well. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to love withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Is that just calm? Breathing air on the present but living in the past. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Well, I mean, cursive is meant to be good handwriting, but I do have trouble reading cursive. Because I never learned how to write it myself. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. There we go, that's what it was. I actually think your handwriting is pretty, yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Also, hers are gonna get really fucked up later. You want a ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lyra. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And Monica's lost. Because for some reason you can't make words for her. Hi, Era. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm all settled in. Anyway, want to share your poems with us? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Aira. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Hey, because I gave her the most words. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Oh, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. Maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. Sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure I'm not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. You can feel that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Yo, that's like when I, put depression in the poem, and she was happy about it. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. You don't understand, Monica. I need to win the waifu. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I do, Monica. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my god, it has a scroll. Alright, hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See? The direction, the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just like a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very, freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way of thinking about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my god! We're about to hit... I wanted to try and make this not as long as the last part. Because that's everyone. I glance around the room. Should I see if we can get to another poem? I don't know. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated, as everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh, because that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chanting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sparing their respective poems. I guess each part will just have to be 30 minutes, because I don't want to end it now. I was gonna go for 25, but I'll go for 30. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, she was meant to be muttering that. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Aira did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Aira liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. New music. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Aira appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size as soon as Aira started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you. Oh, they both said that. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as they just noticed I was standing there. Aira, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Explain that to Aira. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Aira? Well... How'd I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be... Should I? I was gonna pick Natsuki because I like Natsuki more than Yuri, but I feel like I'm meant to just call out to Sayori since that's the route I'm on. Screw it. Beta male route. Save me, Sayori. And then Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like that? Aira. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah. And Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Damn. Calm the fuck down, Natsuki. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me. You're excused. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. Can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Don't worry, I've known worse club leaders. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, because that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. I wonder if that same kind of situation happens if you're not on the Sayori route, or if you don't pick for her to protect you. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, because my stomach's not. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Man, I should end the episode now. I wanted to try and get to something a bit more substantial, but we did a lot this episode. So if you liked, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to know when more episodes come out, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one.